Ladies and gentlemen, are we live? Today I bring you yet another Creepypasta, and of course I've got my dear guest Wanderer-Fehn here with me. Today we are going to read for you a story called Azawakh, and I hope you're ready. Are you ready?
Hopefully.
Lucy Arnaud collapses on stage while singing her song, Hymns Allemande. The microphone tumbles over. She lays moribund on the platform, gasping for air. Her fans were shocked and raised on their feet, covering their mouths. In mercy, volunteers helped to carry her out of the stage to a limousine, along with themselves. The crowd chased the vehicle to have one last look, but they were held back by the guards. The driver drove a good couple of minutes on the road, and they stopped at her studio. They proceeded into her workplace, and all struggled to carry her properly. It is as if something was pulling her down. She makes one last wish, to record one last song. They, without hesitation, let her sing in the studio. The decision was made to record it.
Azawakh, mon ange, mon ami, mon enfant, ven amour. Her voice was so distorted and hoarse they could not bear to hear it. It was not the Lucy Arnaud they had listened to before. Suddenly, she interrupted from singing, and one of them quickly checked her. Her nose bled profusely. Blood streamed slowly down her lips. He probed her pulse and heartbeat. She was evidently dead, but kept singing. Azawakh, mon ange, mon ami, mon enfant, ven amour. He backs away from her. Her red eyes gazed at him. He stared at his reflection in her eyes. The light started flickering, and she rips her hair out of the scalp. Deafening screams and crying rain the entire place. The recording still goes through. Peculiar barks could be heard from the halls where her solidifying, soul-chilling hymn sang again. Azawakh, mon ange. They tried to run out of the studio, but the doors were oddly soldered. The barks were louder, and so was Lucy. Mon ami, mon enfant.
The lights sparked and went out. The tremor shook the whole studio, knocking things off the shelves and falling over. Something, most probably an animal, banged the closed door, trying hard to get in. Venir à moi, Azawakh. Their ears instantly burst and rung as the door flew open. Something was waiting for her at the door. Lucy runs out of the studio, trampling over the bodies of the dead men with clawed-out eyes. The whole building collapses. In response to the quake, Lucy did not make it, but she stuttered out the words of her last song. Azawakh, mon ange, mon ami, mon enfant, venir amour. Fehn, it's your bit next.
Whoops, is the other part of it?
Yes, it is. Carry on.
Okay, cool. This has been a local legend in Lansac, France in the 20th century, but did not last long and was completely forgotten. An earthquake in 1909 had hit Provence, France, 46 dead, 250 injured, 2,000 buildings damaged. The areas affected including Lansac. It reached number 6 on the Richter scale, the most massive and most destructive earthquake in metropolitan France. It was rumored that the reconstruction was built on the studio, but no one had any idea which building it was. Reports of a strange stray dog were common. Descriptions matched a sighthound dog breed from Africa, making it impossible for it to have reached France at that time. The dog, called an Azawakh, was a normal breed, an important deity in a lesser-known Swahili cult named Watoto wa Kifo, but this has nothing to do with the legend whatsoever. You might think, but you may be wrong.
Lucy Arnaud's father, Muchamba Marjani, was a Waswahili. He was assumed to be part of the Watoto wa Kifo as a leader. He went on vacation alone back to Swahili, but it was actually a sort of black pilgrimage. He had come back 2 weeks later and brought back something with him. It was suggested in the lyrics of a song that it was a dog, most probably the described breed. After her father's return, she changed in a weird manner. She vomited excessively and blacked out in the sight of her father. She was proven to be pregnant, but had no husband. She had decreased appetite, and when she did feel like eating, she would feed herself on raw meat. She became more aggressive and emotionally disturbed over the days. She stopped singing, and her fame was gone for a while. 36 days passed and she had given birth to a baby. 36 days was too early for a human to give birth, but normal for a dog to. A day after she gave birth, her mother was dead on the floor, eyes clawed out and bitten on the neck. Her father and that baby were gone, and the only thing left of the baby was a photo. Azawakh. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed that story, and please do remember, if you happen to follow ancient rituals, terrible things happen. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we shall see you all for the next one.
That we shall.